That's weird. Sorry, the chat's doing weird stuff. Okay, now we're live, so let's just get started right away. I'm planning on trying to do an episode now and then another episode on Wednesday. I was intended to do it yesterday and then another one tomorrow, but got shifted forward a day, so let's just get started. Ooh, that's loud. Let me turn the game down and myself a little bit up. Because I was reviewing some of the footage last time, and I noticed that it was a little quiet, or I was a little quiet in comparison to the audio. So I'll try to make sure that's better this time. I'm gonna close out of some of this stuff to make sure that sorry, that was a Discord call. Let me just close out of everything else because I want to reduce. Lag as much as possible. So, okay. Oh, I have to redo this app, sorry. Because of the Discord thing, there we go. Okay. Reason for arrest. So we're questioning the guy who's accused of murder here, so. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you're arrested? Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Excuse me? To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. I mean, according to the cutscene, weren't they, like, together in the room? So, it kind of makes sense why he was arrested, but go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. No, wait. You can protest the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared guilty. Or not guilty, sorry. I suppose you're right. Yeah. Listen to the attorney here, Duda. Our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman QB. That's why I was arrested. That is a little suspicious. Your prints are on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None. For I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. This has happened before, so... But I don't think they're gonna buy it. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. Oh, that's with all the... why he has all the bandages on his head. I see. He drawing into slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Motive. What do the police have on you as far as a motive? As far as a motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late. Oh? Was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now! Okay. Yikes. That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder.
Indeed it is. After Alderman QB was dead set against a municipal murder.
And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way.
Curses!
Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Yikes, this guy is angry.
Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to make you worry like this.
Don't worry, my dudo. We will save you. It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yes?
She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need.
Leave it to me. Trish and I will look out for your daughter.
I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about.
New friends?
Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Ninetails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck. A young lady with an incredibly long tongue and many other interesting characters.
Friends? Sounds like a bunch of monsters to me.
Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up.
Why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright.
Jess is here.
Paul, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Truzy told me you've taken on a new case. Yeah, we're not cleaning toilets anymore right now. Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There's someone I had to meet. I think I know who that is. Oh, never mind. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right, I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with a case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetails Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. I've never even met her before. What does she even look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. A new addition to the agency. Well, I better get back to Ninetails Vale. Quick.
He sounded like he was yelling.
April 17th, Ninetails Vale, YOKAI Lane. I already told you. I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is.
You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky.
You stupid pig-headed. This attorney's badge, okay, isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why don't you believe me? don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested.
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school?
Oh my god.
They should have seen the attorney's badge and, like...
check it and everything and, like, actually authenticate it, so... I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it, enough of your lies. You're coming with me.
Get your hands off of me.
What the? No!
She just manhandled that freaking police officer. Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time?
Yeesh. That's assault on a police officer.
Whoops, are you okay? I think so, but the police officer's out cold. I'm so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Reflex? Sounds more like a felony.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You're Athena Sykes, I take it? That would be me, and you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Wright Anything Agency. The Wright Anything Agency? What a fishy sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, that right. So then, you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Of course. Feel free to ask away. Athena Sykes. So Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18.
That's weird, yeah, she's 2 years younger than I am.
Becoming an attorney at 18, that's pretty good. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there.
All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something.
I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer.
Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work?
The client. So, tell me about our client. So, tell me about our client. What are they like?
Oh, right. You haven't met him yet. Well...
And that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying. There was something in my eye.
They're called tears.
Moving right along. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. Psychology. So Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system.
Oh, really?
So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusted partner, Widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks? Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, little guys will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Hello, Jotaro Gamer. Good to see you here. Sorry about the lag, by the way. When I'm streaming Dual Destinies in particular, it's a little bit laggy because I'm streaming through my phone, so it's just a little... yeah. Now that I seriously doubt. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. I think it might have something to do with our case. A special edition covering our case? That was quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido. Right, well, let's see what it says here. What's it do with the Spanish? Oh yeah, she says stuff in some European languages. Tenmatero was seen... What? He was seen flying through the sky? Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetales Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks of the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai, as in one of those Japanese monsters? My god. You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Special edition paper added to the court record. On delay, Apollo. Let's get cracking on that crime scene already. April 17th, QB Manor, foyer. Do you hear that? Sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing, according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today because where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmatero's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing.
Hey, you two! You don't belong in here!
Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious.
What about them horns of yours? They're mighty suspicious if you ask me.
Horns? That's my hair. Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to...
Ah! You them lawyers come to defend Mayor Tema, ain't ya? Should have reckoned that with that... What, with that expensive-looking bracelet you got there? Name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet ya.
Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart.
So tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you used them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of the witnesses, huh? Come here, little horn demon, you.
Yeah, oh, what the... These horns, I mean, my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone.
They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste of perfect little horns, if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business, so...
That was fast. Guess he's done with me.
Well, I best get to work.
Hold it! Halt! Stop right there!
Huh? Me?
Apollo, your bracelet's gone.
What? Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later.
Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now.
Oh!
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
The cat's out of the bag.
It was barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. How did Apollo not notice? Like, he said ow, so that suggests his wrist.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me, I'm begging you.
Dude. Sheesh, I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back and he seems sorry enough, so...
I knew you'd understand, Miss Lois. You obviously got a big heart. As big as a wad of your cash in your wallet, I hope.
You leave my wallet out of this.
Ho!
Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us?
Run away, head for the hills.
Dude, stop. Get back here, you. Talk about a quick escape. Looks like you dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. Well, that's convenient. He left his shoes behind, too. The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him. As to the diagrams, I say we keep them. They look like something the police might draw. I wonder where the caretaker got them. Crime scene diagram added to court record. Foyer diagram added to court record. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Whoa. Yeah. Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmatera, or Tara. Even the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first. Who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Under arrest? But... Save for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. But please wait. We're here. We're Mayor Tenma's lawyers, please. Well, why didn't you say so? Woo, so you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you to it. You two sure were suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name, I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust. Oh boy, this guy's got a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? Investigating the scene. So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. You're reaching first. In justice we trust. Boy, it's just a patch. Oh god. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line.
Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind.
Good luck. We don't know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Persuasion. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you at bay. I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? Oh yeah, get it, because our name is Justice. That's right? Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? Oh.
And no, silly, we're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
No, it can't be! You have him on the ropes now, Athena.
If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too.
Sure, but only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do?
I think we really got to him.
Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go.
Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around.
I mean, sure. Let's go. Whatever works, I say. After all that about authorized personnel only, well, this is surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just?
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? Sliding the screen moves the cursor in the camera, right?
Yep, or you can just touch the arrows on the screen to change your perspective. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap.
Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer. Let's get started.
I don't know if that's how you say that, by the way. I'm just... Well, let's look at the... First, the outline would probably be the first place to go, right? I mean... So this is where Alderman Kyuubi's body was found.
Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it.
That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here.
God.
Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so... In the name of justice, I must say goodbye. What was that all about? The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was imprisoned in there before his escape.
Think we could get this door open?
It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless.
In justice we trust!
God, dude!
Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either.
Doof. So an unopenable door. Alright.
According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Oh, forget I just said that.
So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I'd better keep in mind. Wow, this is a pricey looking chair. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So, he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about?
So that goes for a lot of,
defendants in this game. A lot of them are like either asleep or they weren't there, so they're just like, what the? I don't know what's going on, but... That stinks. Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. What's this on the ground here? Oh, we can't look at that. Dang. Well, wait, what if we... Ah. Oh, no, never mind. It's a folding screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's bed? Poor Athena. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. I mean, yeah, that would bother me too. Like, quite a bit, actually. One of those looks like, oh, never mind. Those are just like a big set of pliers or something. This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that. I saw something like that in the manga once. Manga. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ew! Pulling out tongues. Stop, stop. Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Dude. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. Oh my gosh, Apollo, chill, dude. Look, trophies! Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Nine Tails YOKAI Division winner, Tenma Pro Wrestling Tournament. YOKAI Division? Oh wait, was that Athena that said that? Oh, whoops, yeah, my bad. The Amazing Nine Tails YOKAI Division winner, Tenma Pro Wrestling Tournament. YOKAI Division? I didn't know you could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Oof. I don't know, it sounds pretty dope to me. It's pretty sweet. Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know. Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. There's a vent up there, looks like. Huh. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Tada. I really appreciate it. It's good to have some peeps in here. Huh, that looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there. What if you got a running start and jumped? I doubt even a high jumper could make it. Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Have you seen this game before? I played it a long time, a long time ago. But I'm playing it because this is the next game in the streaming saga. Done all of them before this one, except for Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, because I can't find a way to stream 3DS games, so, or to the PC, so I'll have to see if a new way comes up like that. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice. She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. What's that? Oh my god, where are you in Trials and Tribulations? That's my absolute favorite one. That one's super good. Streaming those were really fun as well. They're on my YouTube channel. But what episode are you on? That's literally like my favorite. The last episode is easily my favorite episode in the entire, well, not easily, but it is my favorite episode in the entire series. Dude. 3-4. That's a really good one too. It's a really short one too, which is nice, but it kind of gives the context for what's to come. But it's really good, yeah. Very well written. It kind of ties the trilogy together well, like really well. I hope you don't see, I hope this isn't spoilers for you then. But this is like the second episode of this game or something, like of the game's main storyline, so it's not one of the deep-rooted story episodes. So just so you know that. But yeah, no, I love these games so much. I found out about them like 4 years ago, and I've played like every single one, except for the Daigai, or the ones where it's like Phoenix's ancestor. I haven't played that one before. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro battling it out. Careful, Apollo. It's got blood on it. Oh yeah, you'll probably have forgotten about everything, because there's a couple games in between Trials and Tribulations and this one for sure. So yeah, you have plenty of time, I'm sure. Yeah, I really liked Trials and Tribulations, the whole game, and I really liked the finale to it. But I also really liked Justice for All's finale, and I really liked the first game, like especially the. I know it's like everyone likes this. Like I'm not really new in that, but Trials and Tribulations is definitely my favorite game in the series, probably. Careful, Paul, it's got blood on it. Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so. You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Fox and Demon statue out of the Sparkert. Is there any way to... So far your favorite was Turnabout Goodbyes. That's definitely fair. I really like that one as well. A very good narrative for sure. And Manfred von Karma was a very good villain. When I streamed that episode, it was like a 7-something hour stream or something, like 5 hours, I can't remember, but it was really long. And Manfred von Karma, the voice I have for him, I tried to keep it close to the objection sound that he makes, and so it was like that kind of thing, and that really wore on me, especially like he'd be like, objection, Like that stuff was like, yeah, that was rough on my voice, but it was fun for sure. Definitely one of the best cases in this entire franchise, because it would set basically everything that was. It was essentially the foundations for this entire franchise, so it's really sweet. Well, I can't wait for you to get to the Edgeworth games, especially Edgeworth 2. They're both really good, but Edgeworth 2 kind of does similar to what DL6 does. It actually expands on DL6 a bit, so you get to see kind of the foundations of DL6. So you kind of see the event that started the whole series directly. But yeah, his voice is demonic, and it's just creepy. Yeah, but Edgeworth 2 is definitely a lot of people think it's like the best game in the series somehow, actually, or like, which is impressive. I think it's really definitely one of the best, probably second best, but yeah, it's very good. It's hard to say because I really like Trials and Tribulations, but Edgeworth 2 is very, very good as well. So I'd love to hear what you think about that when you play it. There's something behind the door. Whatever it is, it looks like it's broken. Probably broken, the door is opened. Why would anyone put something there? I mean, there's one on the other side, so. But I guess not directly behind the door. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Maybe it was Jinxie. She was the first one to discover the body. She must have heard these screams and come running in here in a panic. Well, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learned quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the ace attorney of Wright Anything Agency. I can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if true she said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. Oh yeah, so if you're on Trials and Tribulations, there are probably a lot of characters in this game that you wouldn't recognize. They're basically all new characters, so. 1 second. I'm back, sorry, I was talking to my dad. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and, restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis, this strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. Let me check the notebook here. A really nice addition to the franchise with this game is the notebook. So it kind of tells you what you still need to do. Because I know that was a very hard thing in some of the cases in the original games. Like it was hard to know what to do when. So in the investigation stages, like I know Rise of the Ashes, I got stuck for a while because I was like, what do you do? And it was like you had to look at something specific or something or other, yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it, but that is an interesting question. She was an interesting character. Old Bag is an interesting character too. I like how they bring back characters like from previous games. That's really cool. I mean, obviously there's the main characters, but like they bring back characters that weren't necessarily like the playable characters, if you know what I mean. Where? Look, a cat with two tails. No such thing. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny. How funny is that? Wait, that sounds like the description that our client gave of the friends that his daughter was making. Interesting. There's no way a creature like that could ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing. Apollo. I bet you're one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? Oof. Feels bad, Apollo. Oh, that chair is probably important. It's like signs of a struggle or something, right? No. There's something wedged under this chair. let's see if we can't lift it up and... Freeze! Oh god, not again.
No disturbing the crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers.
He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright. Did you hear about that attack over on YOKAI Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth.
And you waited until now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust.
That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more. Jeez, savage. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. So there's this cloth here, it looks like. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? Because there's a blood stain on it? I don't know. Apollo. Oh yeah. These weird tracks must have been made by when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing? They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird. Then it must be one big bird, and not of the friendly yellow type either. Maybe it's some mutant bird creature. So, your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman QB with a spear. It's more plausible than saying a monster yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is by definition a monster. He's not wrong, though. Where else can we look here? Oh, here. Nothing much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check the other side. Oh. Is there anything? Whoa, what? Look! The statue has only one tail. Oh, it was pointing to that, okay. Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents a yokai's power. So, if you had two, Apollo, I'd only have one? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like I said, what? But actually, what else is there to look at? Oh, the window, duh. Hey, this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal. I wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Golden fur out of the court record. There we go. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo. Do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice. In
justice we trust! Someone's got a sharp set of ears.
That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. I heard it through the air ducts? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through here and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. How did they not hear it through the doorway though? That seems kind of... I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room... Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy! In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Oh, come on, throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. Yeah, I suppose I did say that, helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why it's always so hard? How about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto. To serve and protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course! I must serve as well as protect! Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice! We did it, Apollo. Yeah, we did it, alright, but I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Details of the case. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked? Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber? Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal! Oh, whoops. Another thing that's nice is if you miss a text bubble or whatever, like a line of text, you can go back and see the text history. Because if I miss something, I would usually have to watch the stream in the 15-second delay and see what I missed. But now I can just go... I only help good little boys and girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Ooh. Crime photo to the court record. Feathers and tracks. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind.
You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you?
What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something. Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it.
Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature.
Can Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made to a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blame a boogeyman. So, the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like Yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. Suspect. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect?
That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain.
Dude.
And he's really scary looking too.
Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested?
Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi.
Oh, is that so?
Yup. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time.
Filch. The guy who tried to steal my bracelet. Just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected. She's not being suspected at all.
She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear?
True enough. That spear looks bigger, even bigger than her.
That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect.
Yeah, this game still has the same judge. Thankfully, because he's like one of my favorite characters in this game. I actually have a really funny Twitch clip about one of his funny lines. The killer in the tutorial episode was like, he was all like, I didn't like kill the victim, but I like moved the body and like changed the scene to frame the defendant. And it's like, dude, what the heck kind of alibi is that? And the judge's like, oh, so all you did was move the body. That makes sense. He's like, oh wait, actually, that's a crime in itself. It's like, yes, that in itself is a crime. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor.
Oh, here we go. Prosecutor signed to Mayor Tenma's trial.
That's the one. He's, how should I put it? Not what you'd expect. That is unless, you face a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
What the? Is this some kind of joke? The prosecution. Can I ask why a man imprisoned for murder is serving as prosecutor?
Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some, strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job.
But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane.
Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter.
This really is the dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackwell, would he?
Bingo! Simon Blackwell, so you have heard of him?
You could say that. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackwell!
The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal?
Oh, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things.
How so?
His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law.
Well, that and Phoenix's arrest. Phoenix's disbarment. Both of those actually had him. Or that and, or whatever it was. It was this one that had, yeah. What? And he, of all people, is going to stand in court tomorrow?
Never fear, I myself will be there to protect you.
That's reassuring, I guess. Is it though?
Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Oh wait, Detective Fulbright. I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off.
I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot?
Oh, the shoes we have are his, aren't they? Or wherever they are. The ones stolen by the Filch guy, yeah. You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second, those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright? These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they?
Yes, yes they are, my favorite pair in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice.
Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Dope. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. April 17th, QB Manor. Foyer.
This is just awful. It's terrible, I say. Somebody help!
Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch?
No, the name's Filch. Phineas Filch.
Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch?
Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Come quick.
Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Looks like some kind of mask.
It's the Amazing Nine Tails mask.
The Amazing Nine Tails? Oh, right. The wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. What's his mask doing here?
He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What?
Who would do such a thing? Oh god, do we have a second murder on our hands? Let's go talk over there in private. Right, let's go talk over there in private. Look. There's some white hair caught up inside his mask. Amazing Nine Tails mask out of the court record. Oh, and this mask, sorry. So, what makes you believe that the Amazing Nine Tails have been murdered?
You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't ya?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, just tell me, please.
Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me and my bandit's mask, and you and that demon mask of yours.
Demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? No, oh, no, I wasn't actually... Why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already. The Amazing Ninetales.
The Amazing Ninetales is our village savior, and don't you forget it. His trademark's a gold cape made to look like 9 foxtails. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Town wrestlers left and right. He sparked a monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town.
Huh. The Amazing Ninetales really does sound, oh, amazing.
Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like a monster like yourself, Mr. Filch. I guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the Amazing Ninetales.
I know. A lot of people have told me I look like a yokai.
Since when was that a compliment? Ouch! What's the big idea?
Check your pocket.
Hey, how'd you do that?
Keep it, I got lots more.
Amazing Ninetales. Amazing Ninetales glossy out of the court record. So, you keep saying that the Amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Amazing Ninetales is dead. Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside?
That's only part of it. The main reason is no one seen him in a special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Temataro.
Your villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? Oh, you villagers.
That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot.
The mayor? Of Tenma? What is he plotting?
Rumor has it, he's planning on releasing Temataro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control.
That's quite a tale.
Ain't finished yet! There was only one person who could stop the mayor.
Jeez, they make him look really evil there.
Our hero, the Amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Town and stop the municipal merger.
Hey, Nico. Glad to see you here. Oh, whoops, I meant this. Yep, just a stream day. Glad to be streaming. It's always one of my fun, kind of passion things I like to do. So how are you doing today? I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the Alderman's murder, remember? About the Alderman's murder. Nice. Feels like a chilling day. Which is funny because Mondays, oh god, I hate Mondays, but oh, it's your last day of school tomorrow? Nice. Wait, so do you have like finals and stuff like that you're doing today and tomorrow, or is it chill day today? And then tomorrow's also chill day. Mr. Phillips, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder?
I was in the caretaker's office, got into entrance like Mr. QB said I should.
No finals? Okay.
And I made double sure no one came in.
Nice. So then you have chill all the way through. That's really nice. So you can just relax until break.
I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work.
He must be talking about the small room in the upper right. Oh, a Kahoot? Is it like for fun Kahoot? Dude, those ones actually kind of freak me out or like make me nervous. Like quiz show things where it's like a group participation kind of freak me out because I was like, well, I have to like try to be first, but when I don't, then I'm like, oh, that's embarrassing. And I always worry if I'll get like a really easy question wrong and everyone else gets it, and then it's just like, yeah, it's a pretty like silly worry of mine, but it kind of stresses me out sometimes. But it is fun, yeah. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch.
I do indeed. I was with Mayor Temmer's aide. Florent LaBelle's his name.
So the two of you were together. It's a pretty sound alibi, alright? And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder?
Kept watch here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that there security camera would have spotted them.
Yeah, so no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is the real deal?
Without a doubt. This here's the mask worn by the amazing Nine Tails.
What about that white fur or hair I found inside the mask? Wait. I just thought of something. Remember that golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? My plans for Christmas. Well, I was originally going to go back to where I used to live. So I used to live in a town in Idaho for like 10 years. From like 3rd grade until 10th grade. And I had a lot of friends there. And my family moved down to Arizona when I graduated. And I moved with them because it was hard to live like, I mean, because I'd be living on my own then. And then also, I came down for college. But last Christmas, I went back up there. I didn't go for Christmas, but I went for, like, pre-Christmas, like a week or so before Christmas. I went there for, like, a couple days to see some of my friends and stuff like that. And this year I was going to do the same, but with COVID cases going up so much in the US, and especially in Idaho, I'm worried it's a little unsafe, so I'm just gonna have to tell my friends I can't come up this Christmas. For instance, my brother can't even come down for Christmas this year. He came down for Thanksgiving from Idaho for about a week, but he said he can't come down for Christmas because of the cases, so kind of sucks. But yeah, so plans are just yeah, it kind of does suck, but I'm just hanging with family. I've been playing with Nick and Caitlin and Peeps the past couple of days. We've been able to catch up because I hadn't talked to them for a long while because during the semester I'm really busy, so it's hard, but I'm catching up with them now. I don't think they plan on streaming, and it's either until Christmas or until like right after Christmas because I want to see what everyone got for Christmas, so they'll stream then, but I don't think they're streaming most of the week. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. I already got a Christmas present, but I need to do the rest of my shopping. What about you, Nico? What are your plans?
I'm excited to.
Yeah, it's the 25th for us in the US. Exactly. Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. Then this place is this mask of the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger. No way. Could the amazing Ninetales and the Alderman actually be... Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something since she works here. Golden fur reattached to the amazing Ninetales mask. Aww, that's super awesome. How often do you get to see your grandparents? Or I guess when was the last time you saw them? That's really sweet though. Are they coming over for like Christmas Eve and Christmas, or for like a week, or what's going on there? Three times a week is pretty good. Yeah, after COVID thing, or with COVID, things seem to get really complicated just because it's like you don't want to get your grandparents sick because they're especially compromised, and that's just tough. Yeah, but it's nice he's coming over this time. And so did you say that they're staying over for just Christmas Day, or for a week, or Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, or what's up with that? April 17th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Oh, look, there's Jinxie. Where is that? Sorry, I'm looking for something real quick. Here it is. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Oh, they don't live that far away. Okay. So they're just coming for Christmas Day then. Okay, that sounds really nice. And are they like bringing presents, and then you guys are gonna give them presents from you guys, or what's up? That's probably what's gonna happen, I would guess. Yeah, okay. That's really sweet though. I think grandparents are really important. Are really important family members, have important relationships with, or strong relationships with. Like my grandma and I have a pretty good, pretty tight relationship. My grandpa not as much, but I definitely think that grandparents are very important. Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me. The demon lawyer. Not another warding charm. Apollo? Who is she? That's good. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, grandparents help out so much. It's hard to overstate how much grandparents contribute not only to their children but their grandchildren. I think it's really important, really special, and they should be appreciated. Apollo? Who's she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do I know you didn't... That you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Thank you, Nico. This is, honestly, I've been doing this for about 2 years now, on and off. I've done quite a few videos with this kind of stuff now, and I just find it super fun. I've always kind of liked doing this as a kid, but I've really liked doing it, especially for this series, because there's so many colorful characters, and it's really, really, really fun for me. And I actually have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel where me, Nick, Caitlin, and Tim are all doing voice acting at the same time for Undertale. Like, we were playing it together, and we're kind of in the middle of the series right now, but it's been a couple months since we've done another episode, so I'll try to get us together to do another one maybe after Christmas or something. I think that'd be really fun. I love to do that. But yeah, I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me, and I love hearing that kind of thing. But yeah, if you can imagine having all four of us taking on different roles in Undertale, it's really fun. It's really fun. It wasn't, there was no, this was before, actually we started doing it, and actually the last time we streamed or did the Undertale episode, it was before those two started streaming and got popular. And so they didn't have their cam set up or anything, because it was through my stream. So we all just kind of, it was just the Undertale window, and it was us four in like a Discord call. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I love doing that. I did Papyrus. I can tell you my voice for him. Hold on, let me pull up a couple, let me see. Papyrus quotes. I want to find a good example for you. It's funny, Caitlin, she changed my text icon. So like, you know, when you have a text content or contact, and you have the little circle where you can change their icon. Mine, she changed it to Papyrus because I did the voice for him. Let me see. My and Nick does Sans. I do Papyrus, Nick does Sans, Caitlin does Undyne, and Toriel. I do Flowey and Napstablook. Tim does a lot of like the monster that you meet along the way, but we haven't gotten to the stage. But I have in store, in my plan, I have Tim in store. I have Tim for both Muffet and King Asgore, so that will be interesting, and a lot of other characters too. But let me see some Papyrus quotes. Yeah, and I've been the one deciding who gets who, because I've tried to balance it out. Like, I have like a table here of, yeah, I have him right here. So Tim is Frogget, Looks, Mygosp, not Moldsmall, and he's also Lesser Dog, Greater Dog, Gifrot, like Giftrot, like the whatever, I can't remember, like I think that's the deer with all the gifts on it. He's also Jerry, Glide, Washua, because it's funny, when we were doing this before we streamed, and it was just me, Caitlin, and Nick. And then when Tim came in, we had him have like a guest like voice as Washua, so I made him Washua again. And he's also Temmie and Mad Dummy so far. That's all I've charted out. But yeah, so I figured Nick would be a good Sans just because, I don't know, his voice would work for that. And then also Nick is the narrator too, like whenever there's like a narrator. Let me find a good Papyrus quote. Oh yeah, I thought the Undyne could be friends with you, but I guess I overestimated her. She's just not up to the challenge. That kind of thing. If I had more quotes, it would give you a better example of it. But yeah, that was kind of the voice I went through for. So yeah, that's why Caitlin has my icon as Papyrus. Kind of funny. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Paula? Have I seen If Undertale is Realistic? No, but I will watch it after stream. I think I've heard of it. Maybe I saw the video's title and like thumbnail somewhere on YouTube in my recommended feed or something, so I'll have to check it out. But yeah, it sounds really funny. I love those if blank was realistic or whatever, because it's just really funny. It kind of gives you another perspective on it. It's a good avenue for jokes for sure. Let's see. The incident. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Oh, I bet. Maybe my little brother Gray actually sent it to me, because I know he really likes Undertale, and he sends me a lot of Undertale content, but, I don't... If I have watched it, it was a long time ago, so I'll have to watch it again. Have you seen the If Undertale was an Anime, or like the Undertale anime opening one or something, season 1? It's super funny, I love that one. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much, at least not yet. But do you think Tematara was the killer? But you do think Tematara was the killer, right? Oh, it's an actual series? Oh, I thought it, like the anime opening was just a meme. I didn't know there was an actual like full anime series. Wow. That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tematara murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Ah, what was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Oh, it's not anime? Oh, you're talking about if Undertale was realistic as a 21 episode series. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Oh, I think I've seen a couple of those then, maybe. They're like shorter videos, aren't they? Or something? I can't remember. Okay, yeah, I'll see when I watch it. Huh? What's gone into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Temataro for some reason. Oh, they're long. Okay, then maybe I haven't. Maybe there's another, like, series of episodes that were, like, meme episodes about, Undertale, like, little cartoon skits. But yeah, I'll have to give some of them a watch. They sound funny. That's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the Fox Chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. About 13 minutes each. Okay. Yeah, and so times 21 would be like 273 minutes, which would be like 4 hours and 33 minutes. Yeah. That's not that long, yeah. All of them together, yeah. Oh my god, hi Jess. Oh my, I always name drop. But hey, what you gonna do on this stream here? I try when I'm in like the text chat to like do just usernames, but and like in Caitlin and Nick's stream, but I end up saying names anyway. So, how was your appointment? I hope it was good, like last time. That's okay. Good. And plus, it's just us three here, as far as I can tell. It says one viewer, but that's really inaccurate right now. I think it updates every once in a while, so it's hard for me to tell. But yeah, not that many people here right now anyway. To like, I mean, other than us to see. It's just Nico. And Nico already knows your name, so. Good. I'm glad to hear that. How long do they usually last? Because, actually, I guess, question A, how long do they last? And B, how far is the office from your, from where you live? Because I'm trying to work out, like if it, like, takes a major chunk out of your day. Because it doesn't seem like it, because that was pretty quick. Because we were texting just a little bit ago. And sorry if I haven't seen your text, by the way. I disable notifications during stream just to reduce the amount of, like, top bar notifications I get on stream because I'm streaming on my phone. So you gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenma Taro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? Wait, you're rewatching the If Undertale. Wait, I keep typing. Wait, so you're rewatching the If Undertale was realistic videos? That's true, but if there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. Or usually 1 to 2 hours. Oh, that's pretty close. Dang, that's nice. Let's go. Yeah, I love Ace Attorney too. One of the main, I mean, there's so much to like about this series, but like just to name a few, there's like good characters, story, there's good humor, good art. I mean, the game looks good in my opinion. Good music, but it's also good like mystery because you're supposed to figure out who the killer is, and defend your client. So it's just so much wrapped into one. It's such like a good visual novel series, and it will help your father too. All right then. Tenma Taro did it. That's nice that it's only a 5-minute drive because that does because I know basically whenever I go to the doctor, like either my ADHD doctor or my primary care doctor or the dentist or when I had to go get my wisdom teeth out, it's like could be anywhere from like a 20 to 30-minute drive. So I have to make sure I leave early, which is bad because I'm usually bad about being on time. Okay, gotcha, Nico. I thought you were saying, oh, okay, I didn't know there was voice acting in it. I guess that makes sense, because there's gotta be jokes in it, so. Why do you think Tenma Taro's the killer? Yeah, honestly, like, I get practice being, playing as an attorney, so that's why my Among Us skills are, like, sharp. That's probably why I'm such a prime target at the beginning of the game. Just kidding, no. I can't remember if it was last night or the other night, but I was dying a lot. Like we had the I think it was the other night that we had the joke of like beginning of game dead gang. It was so funny. Oh, okay. Yeah. Have a nice sleep. I'll see you we'll see you soon. Whether that be on my stream again or on Nick and Caitlin's stream. Okay. I saw him with my own eyes. Tenma Taro was right there in the manor. That would be great. And it's no worries if you can't, because I know I'm really bad about like, those two have really good scheduling and they're really good about like keeping to scheduling even despite problems. I find I'll plan and I'll try to stick to the plan, but sometimes it doesn't work out. But I'm pretty sure it'll be Wednesday regardless. Probably in the afternoon sometime, yeah. So, and I stream for like 2 or 3 hours, so if you can just make it any time, it's really fun to have everyone here. But either way, I'll see you next time, Nico. Yeah, I think it was you, me, and Matt. Or yeah, you and me and Matt, and then I think like Dylan. No, or was it Dylan last night? Dylan was like. He was like, I just want to play the game or whatever. That was kind of funny. But yeah, no, it definitely was. It was like beginning of dead gang. I think it was mainly you and Matt at first because I started dying, and then you guys were like, I guess you're part of the gang too, like because we just keep dying. It was so funny, silly. He escaped his prison. Thank you, Nico. Love ya. See you next time. Bye bye. It's really fun. This game is really fun. We'll have fun here, I think. And ran by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. So the phone is in that like little kind of inlet corridor there. Got it. And then the murder scene is the Fox chamber. So there's an air duct that connects them. But so the thing about the air duct is the air duct you can enter from the hallway because it's low enough, but the air duct in the Fox chamber, like that entrance, is like 9 feet up on the ceiling. So there was like feasibly no way anyone could get into it unless there was a ladder, which the police were not able to find a ladder or anything in the room. So not sure what happened there, but those are some important things to keep in mind, I guess. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. And we did find some like bird feathers and some like bird like feet marks on the ground as well in blood, in the victim's blood, and then at the murder scene. So it's entirely plausible that she saw Tenmataro. Wait, what'd she say? He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenmataro too. Sounds like we'd better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Hello, Tim! Good to see you here. So we got you, me, and Jess here. And, literally anyone else that I can't tell because the viewer count is like inaccurate until it updates, so I can't tell at the moment, but that's as far as I know. What's up, peeps? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw. Hello, love. Gotcha. I figured. Straight up chillin'. Don't be ridiculous. Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly it too. Did you guys have fun last night designing? I tried to give my 2 cents here and there, but I'm not very good with design, so. The Amazing Nine Tails. But it sounded like you guys were having a blast. That was fun just chilling and talking to everyone. Everyone was there. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light onto this. So, no one knows the Amazing Nine Tails' true identity? Ooh! You guys are funny. I wouldn't consider that bossy, to be honest. Because I think it's more fun when you have someone, like if you're doing a single player game, if you have feedback or you hear someone, like I do that for my dad all the time. We would play Zelda together. Like my parents would watch me on the TV playing Zelda. And my dad would be like, oh, go there, oh, cut that piece of grass, or oh, bomb that wall, see if there's like a rupee in there or a secret passage. And I'd do it because like, it makes people feel more included, so it's a more enriching experience. So, I don't really see that as bossiness. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Oh, that's right, that is a thing. Like, if you win, you can demask your opponent. I forgot that was a thing. Wait, you mean expose doesn't strip them naked? Dude, no, just the mask. You even think like a demon? Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with Jinxie on this one. Apollo's being a little cringe. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. Aw, that's cute. I always love thinking of ways to combine names, but yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Well, I mean, especially with puzzles, like if you can't figure it out, you sometimes need like another angle or like another opinion on it, and you guys can like figure it out and work together. That's super fun and rewarding to do with Zelda games in particular. I feel like Zelda games are just pretty unique in that they're really, really good and set up in a way that collaboration makes it an even better experience. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it. No one can stop the amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. The Tenmataro you saw. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound. Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy. Bells, probably. Like, or, I mean, if we look at the picture here, probably the staff. Yeah, I guess she's saying it. Whoops. But I vaguely recall seeing Tato holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that was what was making this strange sound? Does Tamataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. I know, right? I think Nick last time said that Athena looks, like, yeah, you're right, it's Tracer. Nick last time said she looks like, a new gen, Pokemon gym leader. Which both are totally plausible, like, actually, though. How about in other documents? Any of them show Temataro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Temataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. Oof. So I guess only once would be necessary then. Then what's the deal with the Temataro you saw, Jinxie? The YOKAI Legend scroll updating the court record. Got it. Evidence updating is always good. And evidence adding is also very good. Jinxie's statement added to the court record. We have a lot of evidence built up. This is going to be maybe a hard trial session. Let's see. Why didn't you tell me you saw Temataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Okay, that's really suspicious. What the? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Temataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Temataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Temataro will claim your soul. Overwatch, oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. That game has changed so much since I played it. I played it when it first came out for a while, and it was really fun, even though I kind of sucked at it. But there's just so much going on in it now. Like, it's super... I'm not sure if it's as popular as when it first came out, but it's definitely still got traction. And it's just... I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to go back to it. But it's a pretty big download, too. I remember I uninstalled it, I think, for space issues. As Tim, I think, would know, I've had some issues with storage in the past and how much stuff I can download onto a computer. But now it's much less of an issue. Just... that was one of the reasons why I originally uninstalled it, but yeah. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there, you mustn't stare at Tomato like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Taro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Yeah, there is something very weird about her in the sense that also, like, she shakes so much and she hides all the time. It is really bizarre. I think Athena or Apollo earlier asked the lead detective if she was a suspect, and they said no, if only because while she doesn't have an alibi for the murder, she also doesn't have a motive, because she didn't have a motive to kill the alderman and also frame her dad, because her dad's the defendant. So they said, well, she wouldn't have any motive to kill the guy and then frame her dad for the murder. So that's what they're looking at, but it's entirely possible. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly. No, I know what you're saying. Well, with these games, you kind of have to be suspicious of everyone because they will sometimes pull the rug out from you, or they'll like go with the obvious. Like they'll sometimes like have a character who seems like pretty obviously like the killer, and then they'll be the killer. And then they have people who are like just old men who are like, oh, and then like when you figure them out, they like become like twice in height and this like giant like kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what the. I don't know. Ooh, Sam! Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask the monster of a mystery. Or wait. This monster of a mystery, sorry. I don't know, Jess's predictions are pretty freaking on point in Among Us, that I can tell. At least, like, the thing she pinpoints earlier. Pretty important. Ooh, Tim. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno! Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. What even is that? Is that like a... What icon is that, Tim? The one you just put in, or the emoji, or emote, whatever. Huh. April 17th, QB Manor Foyer. There's no one here. Guess our luck just isn't as good as when it comes to... Isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, God. Mr. Filch, what can we do for you? W9IRDO? What? Wid 9 row? W9 idro? Or W9 irdo? I don't know. I bet she was just going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch.
Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. But what business do you got with my TV listings?
Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today?
Yep. 'Twas a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that.
I seriously doubt that. TV listings added to the court record. So it's gonna be important evidence then. Oh, weirdo! Oh, that's an E? Oh, I thought it was a 9! Okay, that looks like a 9. I guess it's a backwards E though. I was so confused. Yeah, what? Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Temataro or something like that.
Huh? Temataro?
So you did see him?
My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir.
Dude. Here, guys, this is one of the emotes from my college's esports Twitch stream and like Discord server. It's like the Wildcat, because that's our mascot, the Arizona Wildcat.
Bet you shine up every day real pure, purty like. The ladies must love it.
Dude. Don't change the subject, and FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Yeah, literally. No one was with him, so who can confirm his pathing? Real frickin' sus. Jinxie said she saw Temataro fleeing toward the foyer, so you must have seen him too. If you were here. Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Hold it! That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Dude.
Yipes, forgive me for being pestered, sir.
And you are? Oh, God. I am Florent Lebel. Oh, this is him. Dude, okay. Am I the only one that thinks, am I the only one that thinks the way he, like, touches his flower is weird? Like, it looks like he's touching something else. Maybe I'm just, like, mind in the gutter moment, but, like... Beautifine and personally to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beautifine? More like a yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you! Oh, what the... Yeah, thank you, Tess. At least I'm not alone in that. Like, it's just like... I don't know. Like, I can understand some of them, like, going, like, maybe just, like, touching the flower, but, like, what the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. Oh, God. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis la Belle. Tim. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Oh, I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. Yeah, the cupping action is the big one for me. Oh, oh, I suppose the scent wouldn't be difficult for a peasant to appreciate it. Yeah, remind you of anything, Tim? I'll have you know that is brand number 5. Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw about around the time of the murder. Oh. Woo! Things are getting spicy. Wait, can I count? Is that the same number of zeros on both sides? Or O's? No, it's like 11 versus 8. Okay, let's see. What does this whack case have? Keeping Jinxie quiet. Yeah, that was really sketchy. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie, not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Tim, no. No. No, please. Sorry, I'm just... Why, that little... Oh, so she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please! I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Oh, God. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose in this whole Tematara business if I were you. What's that supposed to mean? Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real and you seem like a monster. In what context? Did he just rub you the wrong way or something? Also, why are we getting roasted by this guy? Dude. Look who's talking! So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Tenmataro? Oh! Oh, God! Little Chinksy has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas?
That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Temataro.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like, aggressive competitively and also, like, temperamental-wise, I guess, right? Do I have that right? My brother played lacrosse. I seem to like it. I kind of want to see what you were like in a game of lacrosse, Jeff, because it's like it's another side of you that I haven't seen. I mean, actually, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think I've seen a pic of you. I've seen a pic of Matt, Luke, and obviously Tim, Caitlin, and Nick. I think maybe a picture of Dylan. And Nathan, like that Nathan, and then Gostic. I've seen him actually. Gostic, yeah. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. Oh Lord. Sweater pic incoming. Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me show you guys my sweater. See, what do you guys think? It's like my favorite sweater ever. Well, it's like a hoodie, but like sweater, hoodie, yeah. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Your alibi. Yay! It is now. I've been wearing this like, on and off since Christmas, but mostly on because I like to keep my room cool, so I have the AC turned on, so I wear this sometimes. But yeah, it's like my trademark now, kind of thing. I can't wait to see the pic, Jess. But oh yeah, Jess, I want to say, I'll check after the stream, mainly because I don't want it to, because if I were to look at your snap, it would be going on stream. And I don't want to like dox you like that, you know what I mean? Your alibi. And still waiting on Matt for his sweater pick. Jeez. Freaking lame-o. So, But not only Jess, Tim, you also have to send one. Okay, thanks. It's only fair. I mean, come on. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? I did. Yeah, you're right. I wore it in a couple of my some of the photos, the person taking our photos asked me to take it off. So, ooh, actually, I have the photos right here. So I have two examples. This one, you guys see this one? It's like backwards because it's on stream. But here's me. I have, or no, sorry. Here's me. I have it backwards. So here's me on the right. I guess for you guys would be on the right. I'm wearing my line shirt, or like what would you call it? A button-up plaid shirt. And then Gray's in the middle. Where's my favorite? Oh, there. That's Gray, my little brother, and there's my older brother Bayless. And then here's another one. This one I still have laminated. I guess I should take it out, but so. Oh, I really should take it out because you guys won't be able to see that. We got them framed in these really nice curved frames. Okay, so look, so I'm on the left here, right here. It's a small. We're farther away, so it's harder to see. But oh no, yeah, I'm on the left, and then that's my hoodie, and then there's Gray, and then Bales. Yeah. Okay. Those are the two pics I have on my desk. Right behind the winter or the Christmas ornament that Caitlin and Nick gave me for Christmas that one year. In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. Oh, thanks, Jess. Do you have some good examples? Or are you saying you want to take some more? Tisk, to think you'd suspect me of all people. Oh no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone the same question. Oh! Oh, gross. How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Oh, like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy, answer the question. Oh, I see. Like, you might have some, like in the day kind of pics, like, just kind of hanging together. Someone else takes a pic while you guys don't know, but, like, you mean, like, taking one together, like, planned out and everything. Nice, yeah. They're a lot of, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're all work, but they're kind of, and I don't want to say they're annoying to take, but, like, they're very, nitpicky, which makes sense because you're supposed to frame it well and make sure it's a good picture, but yeah, I'm not sure I like it too much, especially because when we took those pics, we had to get up at like 5 a.m. So, because we were catching we were catching dawn in the forest, so.
At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer.
Exactly! Good answer, Filchy, good answer.
Just repeating what you told. Ouch!
You've said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right, well, thanks for your help. I know, right? Oh yeah, I keep seeing Hole recently. Is that just like Hole? Is that like when you say like holy, but you're like Hole, like that kind of thing? I think that's what it is. I'm just checking though. But yeah, 5 a.m. is sometimes bedtime, or in my case, sometimes I'll stay up past that because sometimes I just don't sleep. But you know, everyone kind of has that, I'm guessing. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchy.
Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice them statements for tomorrow.
Nice! Two! Oh, What are you doing? Gotta practice the statements for tomorrow? Okay, that's what I thought. I was confused at first, but that's kind of what I thought it was. You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. Dude, this guy is such a whack job. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you'd excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. This guy's a weirdo. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere return, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. April 17th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Oh, he's here. Oh, like the ding. Is that what you're talking about? Or the dring? It's the sound effects have multiple purposes. So like, if it's like the drung, it's kind of like a mystery, like, huh? Like a huh moment, or like, oh, something just went off, or like there was a sound or something, like kind of like catching your attention kind of thing. Usually there's something off screen. Ding usually kind of does something similar, but it also usually like signifies something that's changed. Like if someone, for instance, if like if I were to put those two examples together, like if someone would be like, if someone here would be like drung, because they're off screen, you don't know who they are, and they have like the question mark name, and it'd be like ding when they show up on the screen. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of hard to explain their purpose, but they have multiple, and that's kind of like along the lines of what they're. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I love our moon earrings. Like, if you guys can see those, like, yeah, they're right there. See, they're super nice. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenmataro. I know, right? Yeah, or hear the drum, like you're right, like kind of a hint or a mystery. Yeah, like it's kind of like he's kind of like what?
Oh yes, I look forward to working with you too.
That's a good question though, because I know they have a lot of sound effects kind of going into. Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free.
What utter nonsense.
Oh, God.
They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. Those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? I mean, I would be too if I was like judged for my appearance on such a severe degree. What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Tenmataro survival. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors will be taught a lesson.
Dude, you can't be saying that kind of stuff. No, wait, first, we have to get you a not guilty verdict.
Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter.
We assume he's wrongfully accused. He is the defendant, so we're going to be defending him. And there's only been one time in the past where our client is guilty, and that was like a finale episode. Like, that was like a big twist. They never do that, so yeah, we're assuming he's innocent. But the circumstances kind of make sense why he's arrested, because he woke up in the room where the victim died, and he had blood on his head, like...
Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax! We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Yeah, low-key though, actually. Jess is on to something.
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself.
Oh boy. They'd probably call him the SWAT team if he showed up at our school. Oh, right. I'd ask him about the reason behind the merger. Why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Nightingale's Veil that badly?
Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling?
Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. Okay, so I don't think I need to explain it here because he'll explain it right now. Apollo's going to talk about what's going on here. Okay. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. By the way, people call this magic. It's not. It's actually not. So Apollo, his family bloodline, has like a unique special trait that like involves their physiological makeup. So like when someone's lying or they tense up, they can't really perceive it directly, but they subconsciously perceive it. And when they perceive that someone tenses up when they're lying, their blood gets a little warmer, and like their skin surface temperature gets warmer. And so this is where the bracelet comes in. The bracelet is like a certain metal that contracts when contacting heat. And so the bracelet actually contracts onto his wrist and tells him, hey, your body's telling you that they're lying. So that's kind of what's going on. So it's not magic, although it seems like magic. It's just like a kind of complicated process. But I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Thane has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor's lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Sounds like mudblood to me. Tim, you're funny. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I tap my bracelet. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Okay, here we go. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just right under my eye, just under his eye, right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Oh, yep, there it is, the twitching. Alright, I've got him now. His tick should appear when he's when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pore over every wound he says, or every word he says, and wait for this tick to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it.
Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Gotcha! There we go. Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please, tell us a little more about your merger. Your merger bid.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale?
I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so... You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. What would it contradict? I don't think it's that. Ninetales Vale being... I don't think it'd be the crime though, that doesn't make any sense. Is it because of this? Because, like, Tenma Town has the wrestling, and that's, like, tourism, but... Oh, maybe because it used to be a ghost town. Take that! The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. Yeah, okay. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh?
Well,
Why the merger? Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place, but I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a threat. It said either I go through the merger or my Jinxie dies.
What? How awful! Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this please take a look at this if you would.
That's the Amazing Ninetales mask. What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the Amazing Ninetales himself. No way!
The Alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor. And maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd.
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I've been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished.
The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the Alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive.
Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on, there wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you alright? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll think of something. I better because I can't very well say Flying Demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Okay, we'll go about until like another 8 more minutes because I'm kind of hungry and I'm kind of getting a little bit tired too, so we'll call it soon. April 18th, 9:15 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I think that's what it was for. You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pretrial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, I'm fine, in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout, and I must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm Apollo Justin, I'm fine! Alright, yeah, you can lose, actually. Yes. So, if you have, in the original game, you had 5 health. In this game, you have a green health bar, which typically amounts to 5 health, maybe 6, 7, it depends. It's more fluid than just 5 health bar things. But if you lose all of your green health, then you instantly lose. But this game lets you restart at the last cross-examination, so that's nice. But yeah, if you lose, your client is guilty or gets declared guilty. Because, like, the judge basically says, like, yeah, it does, definitely. Puts a lot of pressure on. Basically, because how it is, like, the judge kind of, he's like, okay, your credibility is just tanked. Like, you've maybe objected, like, faultily, like, 5 times, or you've, like, I don't know, said you had evidence when you didn't or something. You've just done a bunch of weird stuff that makes you seem less credible. And so he's like, that's it. I'm just going to say your case is defeated or whatever. So, but yeah, it's definitely intense. Especially there, one of the games, the second game, one of the best episodes of the entire franchise, the finale of the second game, there was an assassin who killed them. So it wasn't an actual person, but so the debate was over whether it was your client or someone else who was the client of the assassin, so like the person who hired the assassin. And so you couldn't win either way, because if you lost and got your client declared guilty, the assassin would kill your like Phoenix's best friend Maya, who's a character who's in some of the earlier games and comes back later on, but he had her captive and would kill her. But later on, if you got your client declared not guilty, an innocent person would go to jail, because you soon figured out that your client was actually the true client, the assassin. So you're defending a guilty man, but you had to defend him, otherwise Maya would die. And it was really stressful. It was like probably one of the scariest trials in this franchise, but it was very intense. Very good writing, I will say. All right, I'm Athena Sykes, and I'm fine. I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. What's all the Iraqi you too? Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That's all? That's huge, dudes. Well, why now? I have a feeling that I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. I know, right? She's nice. She kind of just has like this upbeat attitude about most things, and she's like kind of like, sometimes she can be a little like, I don't know what you call it, like, is it strong-headed where you like or is it warm-headed or something like that, like when you're not big-headed, because big-headed I think means you're like an airhead, but I mean like she kind of like just goes for it sometimes, you know. She's like kind of like go all in on impulse and then kind of regret stuff later sometimes. But no, yeah, I like her too. She's a good addition to the series. She's a good character. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. That suit makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology or something? That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he can make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Ooh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, oh, maybe it's bold-headed. Is it bold-headed? I can't remember. It might be bold-headed. It's something like that. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. I knew he's gonna be bad news. It's probably just hyperbole, but at least I hope for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your, body, that is. Better tone down my cords of steel too. Bullheaded, that's right, thank you. I think you're right. Yeah, because it's like you just run right into it. Like you just go right on it. Like, yeah, you just kind of go into the heat of it like right away. That's it. Yeah, I knew it was something headed. I was like, because I was like bold-headed, but you're totally right. It's bullheaded. Bullheaded sounds weird, but I was like, bullheaded sounds right, but it's because it was so close to bullheaded. You're totally right. That's right. There's so many terms also that like have headed as like the second half. Like it's just like, gosh, it's easy to mix up. So y'all ready? Might be a good idea to check the court record again right before we step into the ring. Yeah, seriously. Sometimes I'll write stuff like that down because I'm like, I don't want to forget that word. Like, I wrote the word omit down because a long time ago, I was in freshman year, I was like, what's the word? I was like, what's the word for like if you don't say something or you don't bring something up or you hide it away and like don't bring something up or whatever. And then I was like, oh, it's omit. And so I wrote that down because I'm like, I don't want to forget that because omit's a pretty good word to have on hand. But we'll go farther, actually. We'll go farther than anticipated because we're about to enter into trial, and I want you to see some of the trial because the trial is, like, arguably the best part of the game. So when we get into trial, I'm going to fill up my water bottle and put a Hot Pocket in the microwave, like the ham and cheese ones, and then I'll be right back. But, Mr. Wright, right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. He always says that, which is like, duh. It's kind of a funny pun, though, because his name is Apollo Justice, but yeah. I know, right? I look up words so often, I find. One sec. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Gotta fill up my water bottle and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So in the case that you just described, what I'll do, yeah, I'll look up, yeah, thesaurus is really useful. Or sometimes I'll just look up like blank synonyms or something. I'm like, that's the word I'm looking for or something. Sometimes they're not listed on the synonyms page though. They might be synonyms, but I guess sometimes they're not listed or like they're not, you have to hit more and sometimes they're not on the first page. But I don't know about you, but when I'm reading like literature or stuff like that, like complicated texts, I look up stuff so often. And what's funny is sometimes I'll have to look up the same word like 20 different times because it appears throughout the book. So I'm like, I guess I should really like write this down somewhere so I remember it as opposed to having to look it up every time. I'm not sure if you have the same problem. One time I tried that like with a science book. I was reading for a class over the summer, like to prepare for the fall semester in high school. I wrote like a list of all the words I looked up and their definitions, but it took forever. So I only really did it for the first, like I think the first book and maybe some of the other ones. But yeah, I have that issue for sure. And one sec, I think they're out now. I will be right back and see if you said it when I was grabbing them. I guess it wasn't actually ready yet, but it was like 15 seconds, so I just waited that out. So, yeah, it is super helpful. I was so funny story. I was looking for Matt and Luke's Facebook profiles. I don't think I've added you on Facebook yet, but we already like exchanged numbers and added it on Snap. I was like, okay, I'll add these guys because I like don't have them on anything other than Discord. So I found Matt and Luke's profiles. I think, I'll say I saw Luke and I was just like, dang, he can kind of get it, you know. But like, no, I was gonna say that like in our call last night, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to say that. That sounds kind of cringy. But yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, and so Jess, I know. Oh no, I'll ask you that in text later. Actually, never mind. April 18th. Okay, let's go. So April 18th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, court number 4. Day 1, court is now in session. All rise.
Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
I know that big booming voice anywhere. That's triple as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who's the young lady next to you?
I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school.
Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now for the prosecution.
You don't think so? Maybe it's not. I don't know why. I just get a weird feeling from saying that. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I just have a thing about like, I don't know, complimenting like straight guys just because I don't know if it makes them uncomfortable or not. So, but yeah, no, true. Your point still stands uncontested.
It appears the prosecution's not ready yet.
Never fear, for I shall explain. It is a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Oh yeah, Jess, by the way, the prosecution is on death row. He's a death row inmate, but still a prosecutor. It's kind of silly, but hey, that's a character.
Prison? Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot that he's currently serving time.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate. But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Yeah. Also talk about edge. This guy is super edgy. He's one of the edgiest characters I know of, like any fictional setting. Yeah, and Yeah, like, you're totally right. It's just, it's sometimes hard to get over, like, the, you know, like, actually, like, putting that into practice, you know? Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain, but it's just kind of, yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. The characters in this series are just super creative. I just love it. Super clever. And this guy just has like a super cool design of like black and white kind of duality of it. It's kind of cool. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell.
Is the prosecution ready?
By the way, the judge, hands down, is definitely one of my favorite characters. He's so innocent and like sometimes he doesn't like know what time it is, if you know what I mean. Like he's just kind of out of it, like doesn't really know what's going on. But he's super funny and he's innocent, and most like basically all of the verdicts he's handed down are like the right ones. So enough jabbering. Get on with it already.
Oh, of course. Forgive me.
Why are all of the people related to this case so scary?
Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell. Your opening statement, if you please. What's the matter?
Must we continue to fritter away for a time like this? It is all right then, the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless.
Pointless?
Looks like the cat, or in this case the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue.
But...
I know, right? Yeah, he's just also just too wholesome. He's just so lovable.
But we didn't know the statement as an overburdened case at hand.
Well then, your boldness. If it is so important, very important, why don't you do the honors? Yeah, he doesn't even have one color to himself. He has two. And they're like opposite of each other. Look at his entire design too. Like he has the black tie, it's the white on the other sides of the undershirt, has the white collar, the white like I never know if it's lapel or lapel. I think it's lapel. On the lapels. And then like the black and white like insignia. And then the rest of his like arms, shoulders, black and white. I will say there does seem to be something between them though. They definitely seem like they have something going on, or at least some history at the very least. His ponytail looks pretty sick though, I will say.
Who? Me? What the?
There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things, and then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Dude!
Huh? What the?
Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Leave the judge alone, jeez. Old dotards, such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? Dude, this guy is savage.
What? All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job.
He is kind of hot, though, you know, to be honest. It's like, he'd come here with that sword if he wanted any time. Just kidding, but, you know.
Oh, I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? He actually fell for that? Okay, it's getting a little hot. I gotta take off my sweater. That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
The opening statement, huh? Whew, Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Kiwi, alderman of Nine Tails Vale. And the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prince won the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis.
Literally top tier. Hi, Dr. Lethal. Objections to... Yeah, Sidon and Blackquill, are low-key, yeah, like, the, hotties of Nintendo and Capcom.
And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, in a nutshell...
I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible.
Bravo, your boldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
What the... Dude! He's playing Simon Says with the judge. Literally, Simon Says.
Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright.
Yeah, let's.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I'm the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Sorry, I gotta grab something real quick.
Bam!
Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackquill here.
I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that.
Okay, why would... Okay, wait. It just doesn't... I know it's just a little weird that Blackwell's able to prosecute if he's like a risk, like a potential danger to the courthouse, or the people in the courthouse, or courtroom. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackquill here. What the? Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. These two also have something weird going on. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright.
You got it! But first I'd like to say that
to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail.
Witness testimony about the murder.
Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted and the victim awake, and he grabbed his statue and struck back.
Alderman QB had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug?
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it.
So, they're saying it was the victim who was asleep, not the defendant. Is that accurate, though? Sorry. QB's report, or autopsy report added to the court record.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear? That's a little bit superhuman. Is it even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection! Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying that Alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this. What the? Dope. And so your life is spared. For now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, alright? My name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
The accused's prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, your baldness?
The defendant is starting guilty by the minute.
He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say the murder for the purpose of freeing Tenmataro. They say he seeks the murder for the purpose of freeing Tenmataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. That mayor is a strange one, alright. I heard he went to a blood drive and decided to donate. He tried to make a withdrawal.
Order! There will be no gossiping in my court.
Your baldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. Then again, perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you any moment. What is this character attack?
Oh gosh, no, with me!
Hold it! The rumors and quirks of Mr. Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Whew, thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. That guy really is bad news.
In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker?
None other than the statue right here.
It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
2 yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox and on the other is Tenmataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case was rendered an art. Fox and demon statue up to the record.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Cross-examination. About the murder. Okay, I think this is a good place to save, because we've gone quite a bit, and it's almost 3 hours in, so we'll save here. But I really appreciate everyone watching. I had a blast talking with everyone, like you, Jess, and Tim, and it was nice to see Dr. Lethal at the end, everyone else, like Nico, and Tada. I think we'll call it here, so let me just, there we go. Close out of this. And so the plan is Wednesday will be the next time we get together for this. So